You read the thumbnail, right? 50-cent Cardano, that would be a 4x, 400% gains, maybe in the next couple months, and why that might just be the beginning. What is up, everyone? Thank you for coming by Crypto Capital Venture. Hit that subscribe, like, turn those notification bells on. I appreciate it. If you're new to the channel, welcome to the channel. I did this video yesterday and the audio was all types of messed up, so I'm doing it again for you today. Let's jump into the video. If you're invested in Cardano, if you know about Cardano, if you're interested, then I'm sure you know about this timeline, all the releases coming up, everything going on with Cardano. I'm not going to jump into these things, but this is the foundation of why Cardano looks so good. And then we can kind of start integrating this with the charts. And this is what I want to talk about on the charts. First off, this is the daily chart zoomed out. And this is kind of what I was looking at yesterday, right? So I'm going to start zooming in on this chart, and we're going to go to the 6 hour and break down some things from a technical analysis perspective. Because what I really want to talk about in this video is accumulating. And this is what I mentioned yesterday and in other Bitcoin videos throughout the years. How do you accumulate something, Bitcoin and another cryptocurrency, altcoin, in an uptrend, right? What does that look like? Because even in an uptrend, even with 100% gains, if we're entering a bull market or a bullish environment, people still want to accumulate without FOMOing and buying the top. So this is my perspective from a technical analysis look. So here we go. This is some things I was mentioning on the chart yesterday. Some similarities between this area right there, this area right there, and this area back here. So let's break this down. This is all from the swing low in March. And what we're using here on the charts is a Fibonacci retracement channel. So first things first, we can go back to this first swing high back in the end of April. We had this consolidation phase right before there, right? So we place our Fibonacci at the bottom swing low of that consolidation to the swing high in April, and we start noticing a trend in Cardano. What did Cardano do? Had a swing high, kind of consolidated sideways into this 50 moving average, the blue line on the 6 hour chart, broke that 50 moving average, saw support here at this green rectangle. That is a 618 to 786 on this Fibonacci as a Fibonacci retracement. In the Fibonacci retracement, it's all about numbers. It's all about harmony and just kind of almost a painting on the charts, synergy on the charts. So here's our first swing low below that 50 moving average on the first Fibonacci. Second, Cardano makes a run off of that swing low all the way to a swing high up here, right? Now, we look for consolidation before that swing high, and we have it right here, kind of like the end of May, before that final run up. We place our Fibonacci once again, harmony in the charts, right? Consolidation to swing high, consolidation to the 50 moving average, breaks the 50 moving average to 786 to 618, swing low. Following me? One more time. So we broke out of that Fibonacci back to the upside. We had another swing high, this time, first week of July or so up here. And we take our Fibonacci again. Now we're more speculative because this hasn't played out fully yet. But we go to our final consolidation area for Cardano right here, this little area. And we just take this crazy swing low. I'm sure, let me just zoom in so you can see it a little bit better. We had this swing low on this 6 hour candle, but we can use that. We can place it to our swing high on this Fibonacci, and then we have potential speculative, hasn't happened yet, but consolidation phase to swing high, consolidation into the 50 moving average on the 6 hour chart. Sound familiar? And what we're looking for now is a potential pullback, right? A breakdown to this Fibonacci area. And this is, to me, is like the 9 cent, 10 cent area where we might see Cardano make a move to. Now, I think a lot of this obviously has to do with, and I'm always saying this, a lot of it has to do with what Bitcoin is going to do on these charts, right? And what Bitcoin's next move is. Bitcoin hasn't been trading like bullishly with all of these altcoins. However, when Bitcoin makes a move down, altcoins tend to make a more volatile move down. So right now for Cardano to make a move down to this area, maybe 10 cents, 10.5 cents, that's 12%. All the way down to the 9 cent area, we're looking at 20%. 10 to 20% dip for Cardano right now. That is what accumulation looks like in an uptrend, right? And we can get a sense of, what does it look like previously? From the 50 moving average back here, June 10th, right? When we were on our way down to a new dip, it was very similar, 17% dip. Maybe people were fearful in that market, but that proved to be a very good time to accumulate. And then again here was a dip of around 10% or so, that first pullback to that first Fibonacci that we covered. So you see the synergy on the charts. This isn't guaranteed, right? But this happens time and time again with crypto charts, with Bitcoin. We've done a lot of Bitcoin technical analysis. We will continue to do so. But we see these repetitive patterns on these charts. And this is what it looks like for Cardano right now. Now, if we go over to this daily chart, this is the same exact chart, just a little bit cleaner of a chart. You get a sense of what do those moves look like on the momentum oscillators, right? So we had our first pullback on the RSI that we talked about. We had our second pullback to that Fibonacci area that we talked about. And now we have our speculative pullback on the RSI that we're anticipating. It's not guaranteed. Cardano, cryptos, they might continue up at this point. I don't know. But this is an area on the RSI that we're looking for momentum, right? We're looking for consolidation also on these momentum oscillators. Now, the quicker moving momentum oscillator in the middle here, you also see similarities, and we're really entering this area, right? We had a pullback to oversold here, pullback to oversold here, and we're finally entering oversold on this daily stock RSI, quicker moving momentum oscillator. Very important to note that, right? This might take a couple days to play out, and in that time frame, you might see this MACD, which we're getting a daily MACD cross below the signal line right now. You see it here. And actually, let me just expand this so you can see it better. We obviously have a higher high on this MACD, but we just got a signal. The MACD line crossing below the signal line, that red line. And what we're looking for is potentially a higher low on this MACD area. Could we go lower, right? Could we go all the way down here below that 0 on the histogram? Potentially. But right now what we're looking for is some type of continuation here on the stock RSI, or I'm sorry, on the MACD and the stock RSI and the RSI, and we look for support, right? So that support lies within that Fibonacci area, 9 cents, 10 cents that we talked about. For me, that's a really strong accumulation area. But again, at the end of the day, so much going on for Cardano. One thing I mentioned also yesterday, and let me actually just bring up this chart. I'm pretty sure I have this chart. This was Tezos. Now, Tezos, if you remember, it was November, back here, 2019, Coinbase staking. This was a huge deal for Tezos, and this is something Cardano has going for it, something to look forward to. After that news, you see, and I think it was November 5th, Tezos with 300% gains, right? So from where Cardano is right now, and I'm going to go to the weekly chart now so that we can really look at this. And this isn't exact, everybody. This could be higher, could be lower. It depends what's going on in the markets. But with where Cardano is right now in terms of price, Coinbase staking, Q4 for Cardano. We know what Tezos did. We can use that data for speculative video like this. And we can say 300% gains brings us to around 48.50 cents in the Cardano price. That is not to mention everything else Cardano has on its roadmap, and that is especially not to mention crypto markets in general potentially entering a really bullish environment post Bitcoin halving. So time will tell what happens here. I wanted to do this update technical analysis. I'll probably do an altcoin video a week. Cardano is one of my top altcoins right now, but I really want to start doing these things because there's a lot going on in the altcoin world. But obviously, Bitcoin will definitely be doing Bitcoin videos. So those are my thoughts, everybody. Wanted to redo this video with better audio. I appreciate you. I hope you're having an awesome day. Again, if you're here right now, you're not a subscriber, hit that subscribe. Would love to have you as part of the channel. I will see you in the next video. Have a great weekend, and God bless.